Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakudash, the Bawanas to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lek Abdib, doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. All right, now I want to get into a quick topic, and I just want to start off with the scripture here in the book of Jeremiah 25, and I'm going to get straight to the point, verse 4, and it says, And the Lord have sent unto you his servants the prophets, rising early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened, nor inclined your ear to hear. All right, so, the apostles been, kicking this truth for what, 20-some, 30-some years, the whole One West days, and now, that times are more, I'm not sure what the correct word I'm looking for, but things are more prevalent than ever right now. Things are directly in your face. You don't have to, do too much searching to find the truth. It's right there on the internet. It's nowhere in the world that, people shouldn't have had come across this truth by now or on their way to, coming across this truth, because if you're on the internet heavy, somehow, some way, you've come across the prophets, somehow, some way. All right. And, it just amazes me, with great laughter, that now, you see people panicking, ranting, raving about this, about that, and they have no clue whatsoever. They just out here just lost, completely lost, man. Because I deal with herbs and natural healing and different things like that. So people just really, like, even nurses, in this present time, they don't know what to do. And often I get nurses and things like that, that hit me up, or what's good for this or what's good for that. Yeah, this medicine, blah blah blah, or this what I, ask me so many different questions pertaining to health and healing, dealing with the whole corona thing and stuff like that, and people just have no clue. This is how you know that people are really down and out on their luck, because they'll run to the thing that they are supremely against. Now, people will go with whatever the so-called white man tells them, but the moment you get in a dire situation like this, and it doesn't seem like the so-called white man is bringing any type of resolution, now you want to, turn the other cheek, so to speak. Now you want to turn the alternative healing. Now you want to turn to the Lord. Now you want to look up to the heavens. Now you want to pray. Now you want to talk about you go to church. Now you want to count your blessings and all this, that, and the third, man. And it's just funny. You can't take Jake serious, man. You can't take Jake serious. And that's why the scriptures say, put not off the Lord from day to day. Matter of fact, let me go to whatchamacallit real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Ecclesiasticus 5. Yeah, so this is Ecclesiasticus 5, and I start at verse 1. It says, Set thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life. Because this is what happens with what? When people that are rich, people that got money, people that are comfortable within their society, they set in their heart upon their physical substance as opposed to the spiritual substance. They don't know how to have that proper balance. You can have your physical substance, your money, or properties, assets, whatever, different things like that. But it's the spiritual that really counts when times like this hit. Because the money can't save you, and especially when the world economical system completely switches, to whatever money that they want to make it. But we know it's going to be tied with the chip sooner or later. We know that's the end goal, Verse 2, follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart, and say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. And that's what Jake typically, does, man. Is it, oh, you can't tell me this, you can't tell me, I'm gonna live my life, this, that, and the third. Okay, well, live your life Live your life with martial law troops. Live your life with checkpoints all around America. Live your life according to the New World Order. Let's see you talking all of that stuff now. When soldiers and troops are standing at the end of the corner and they looking at you because you got on something tight and they want to jump on it, you know? Or just like in our city of Newark, you know, Jake talking to the cops when they was trying to get them to go home for the quarantine and all of that. And, you know, he was filming it, recording it for Instagram and all that, saying, we ain't going nowhere. This is our city. That's our city. Then they want to make an example out of him. Then that nigga back down. They made him apologize, man. They made him apologize, you know? So all the things that people doing, they're going to be coming to regret with these times, you know? Just because they're going to realize, like, damn, what have I been doing this whole time? You know? I should have been taking things more seriously. I should have been paying them more attention. I should have known what's going on. Why didn't I know these things? When it's all made clearly right in front of you, you know? This is verse 4. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me, for the Lord is long suffering and will in no wise let thee go. So the Lord allows you to build up, you know, to build up your sins, to build up your wickedness, you know, so that he could catch you within that security, man. That's what the Lord does. The Lord is allowing you people to build up your wickedness so that it can be heaped upon your head, you know, like piles of coal in the end. That's why the Lord is allowing these things, man. But people, you know, going into Malachi, you know, the first chapter, for my people say, wherein hast thou loved us, you know? And we, of course, you know, always mentioning the famous Menace to Society line, you know, with old dog saying that he don't really think that God care about us too much because look at what we stayed. It's all fucked up, man. You know? That's the mindset, that's the mentality of Jake, man. Until they get into a shit situation. Hey, I'm sure a lot of brothers used to be like that. I used to be like that, you know, at the same time, you know, back in the world, right? Verse 5, it says, concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin, and say not, his mercy is great, and he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. So it's not taking the Lord for granted, man. You know, not taking the Lord for granted. People will say, I talked to somebody earlier today, they saying, yeah, I'm not worried. Yeah, I go to church, I can do my little Bible study. He said, I know I'm covered. And like, what does that mean? Like, what does that entail? I wanted to go more into it, but, you know, I ain't had the necessary time. And you know Jay gonna buck up anyway, but what does that really mean? You're covered. You're covered. What does that mean? You're not filled with the knowledge of the Lord, so how can you be covered by anything? None of us know, you know, if we're a part of the elect. We hope we're a part of the elect unless we endure to the end, you know? So that's what the churches and things confuse people as, just thinking about, you know, oh, you're saved. What are you saved from? You're not saved until we're up in the chariots, man. That's when we'll be saved, Lord willing, you know? Verse 7, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance, man. So this is, hey, the Lord comes as a thief in the night. All right, the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. These plagues upon America has come to these people as a thief in the night. For majority of the people, we already knew things was going to hit us that's in the spirit. We didn't know how they were going to hit or when they were going to hit, but we expected things like this to happen. So we're not worried at all, man. You know, we're not worried at all. These things like this, when they happen, they're not for us. They're not for the prophets. They're for the people, man. They're for the people who have been living wickedly. Let me get the correct word. Deliciously, wickedly, or deliciously in wickedness. All right. These are for the people who've been living deliciously in wickedness. All right, upon the soils of America, and upon the soils of the rest of the world, wherever they may be having these things, and it's all due to the 5G. You know, that's being proven, you know, time over again by all the facts and the evidence, man. Now people is being destroyed in their security. I was talking to this guy. He was well, car mechanic guy. He had to fix my give me a new tire or whatever. And he was saying that this guy that owned a restaurant, like right down the street, and like you could see the restaurant from his place. He was saying the guy was complaining to him like, "Yeah, man, what am I going to do now? You know, all these bills due. My wife Porsche truck. I just bought a new Porsche. I got payments on the other car. This and the third. Hey, you been taken down in your security, man. All you had was that restaurant. Now what you got going on? Now what? However long this go, you gonna be in trouble because you wasn't taking things serious. People want to ball out till they fall out, thinking that everything is going to be normal. You don't know when things are going to change in the blink of an eye. And I'm so glad that the Lord is bringing them out of their security because the Lord is now showing the vengeance upon these people. So the Lord is going to make people bow down to him, you know, and it's about time, man, you know. So, you know, with that, I hope this everyone was edifying. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Makakudash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to like out there, doing the work of faith and live with love and true sincerity. Shalom.